Namaste. Welcome to Love Wins. Welcome to the safe space I created to discuss all things spiritual warfare. That's what this was. That's what this has been. If you're finding me now, that is what you will find up until this moment. The safe space that I created for all things spiritual warfare. Now, if you're finding this channel, this resonates with you, you are in alignment with that timeline. There has been major timeline shifts. Hold on. Timeline shifts, right? I've been speaking on this. Many have been speaking on this. It is visible. Hell is now, heaven is now. People are living in parallel realities. Timelines are creating. And the shift is happening, right? We are in prophesized times. We are living in biblical times. Regardless of what you believe in, whether it be doomsday, doom and gloom, the end of the world, death and rebirth, resurrection, old earth, new world order, AI takeover, alien invasion, angels and trumpets, and judgment, and whatever you believe in, we can all agree that things are changing. Welcome. It's a great freaking time to be alive. I said that at 1:55. I am making a practice and challenging myself to say freaking instead of that other F word. That other F word, my children in the home keep saying, and they keep saying it. It's on YouTube, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's in the world. And I say it. If I say it, they say it, right? That's me in accountability. So, although I don't freaking care, yeah. So let's burn some Palo Santo, clear that distraction energy, that trickster energy, that tangent. We've shifted. I changed my music. I'll link this in the description. It is D&D RPG magical whimsical music mix, 1 hour royalty free, from the shamanic, no copyright shamanic drumming that I used to play. We've been in spiritual warfare. We've been in the pits. We've been waking up. We've woken up. We are waking up or have woken up, and changes amongst us, right? So, in the depths of the digging in the shadows, drumming into the underworld, in the underworld gaining access, going through the portal, meaning clearing your shadows, healing your wounds, healing the inner child, 333 on my timer, doing the work. You gain access because they're in the lower self, the underworld of self, and then the ascension starts, right? And you go up the chakras, you heal, you open, you learn how to shield and protect, and it's beautiful, beautiful transformation process, and you gain wisdom through life experience by doing, learning, living. And then lesson learned, it's time to live. It's time to live. Even all of the demonic, satanic structures of control and manipulation that we call normal, even the school system.
My dad said schools are basically prisons. They keep kids locked up physically and mentally, prepare them for jobs that are also basically prisons until they retire and go to a nursing home. Their final prison.
School is not a prison.
Can I leave whenever I want to?
It's a little like a prison.
The education system was created by the Rockefeller Foundation under the Prussian school system, which was the idea of creating factory working bots that don't question, they don't do anything except obey. That's why the school system resembles the prison complex. All you have to do is look at what a cafeteria looks like in the United States school and look at a cafeteria prison. They look the same. Everything is conditioned from the moment you're young to absolutely create and prune you into being a fiat slave.
It mocks the structure of natural order with the growing and the learning and the achievement, but it's false light, it's false achievement, it's forced stress, indoctrination of false facts, forced stress, boxes, limitations, bondage to your nervous system and your self-worth and yourself and your identity, and separation from source, self, unity, wholeness, grounded, natural rhythm, vibration, nature, love, frequency, heart. To be a good person, right? To be a good person. That's what we came here to do, to be good people, right? But it's so hard because it's been so hard to be good, because it's been so hard, right? It's just like we're tired. We're freaking tired. So we create these safe spaces so we can heal our nervous system, and so we can go lick our wounds and we do life again, because we're not just gonna die. All the times the world, everyone, personal, macro, micro, has tried to kill you. We've put thoughts into your mind to make you want to kill yourself, fracture yourself so far, so broken, so low, so wounded, so trapped, so afraid to see of any possibility outside of death, that death is the blessing we wish upon ourselves, because life is so hard. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not what it's about. That's not truth. That's the lie. That's the lie that leads to the prison, right? And then we're all victims of narcissistic, systematic abuse, which is parasitic. It's soul-sucking. It's vampiric. It's freaking vampiric, right? So we've been in real-time warfare, but now we're aware, we're awake. We've created our safe spaces, regulated our nervous system, learned about the power within ourself. Your power. Know thyself. Know your body. Know your mind. Know your heart. And in that knowing, no weapons formed, because you're shielded and protected by your own strength, your own God source soul strength, right? And you see the illusion, you're aware of the illusion, and it doesn't penetrate. And you can see and feel, and you know who feels what. You read the energy. Energy is truth, right? So empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature, you get grounded. You start here, you get grounded. This is a beautiful card. I'm going to let you take in the imagery. This right now, present moment, this is what it's at. This is where it's at. If you have survived the warfare, the matrix, the system, the slavery, as someone who is now still trying to exist her own personal slavery, as my abuser has imprisoned me in the one space I spent 7 years. 7 years. Demanding, stating, fighting, pushing, dreaming, motivating, moving in the direction to not be in. I said, I will never want to live in my family home. I just want my own life. And this is where, without his consent, I cannot change my residence. Contempt of court. contempt of court in a legal to homeschool state. By law, I can homeschool however I want, even unschool, however I want. I can create the curriculum. That is my freaking right, right? In the matrix, not my sovereign right as the sovereign soul, because all of this is bullshit. This is all dumb AF. But we're playing the game, right? We're playing the game. In the game, this reality is playing out. There's karma that needs to be cleared. There's contracts that need to close, right? So as that's happening, getting this is where it's at. This is where it's at. Because this is what's real. In a state that is legal to homeschool as I wish. Court order by judge. False facts, lies. Propaganda agendas. Narcissistic system supporting narcissistic abuse. Victimizing the light. The truth, the future, what's real. The heart, the connection, the healing. Blasphemy, says the Most High. Blasphemy. But, 10:44 on my timer, 1:44 strong. But, in this prison, where I'm forced to put my child in public school. Alternative, hybrid homeschool, but structured curriculum not designed by me, written from child trafficking family to Maxwell's family. Ghislaine Maxwell's father is most of the curriculum that you give your children in these prisons, concentration camps.
If parents and teachers actually knew who owns all the textbooks that we studied in school, there would be an uprising tomorrow. Kids would be getting pulled from school. The education system would collapse in less than a day. This is no joke at all, and you need to watch this until the end. All these dry textbooks that we used to draw mustaches on the people in them were owned by McGraw-Hill. But what a lot of people don't know is McGraw-Hill is actually a subsidiary to Pergamon Press. And Pergamon Press is owned by none other than Robert Maxwell, who is the father of Ghislaine Maxwell. That's definitely not a red flag. And who also happened to be a spy. Again, nothing to see here. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now the name Pergamon Press, it just doesn't sit right with me. There's something about this name. Oh, I remember now, because when I studied the Bible, I recognized that name. The throne of Satan mentioned in Revelations 2:12-13 is traditionally identified with the massive great altar of Pergamon, the altar of Zeus. The altar of Zeus was seen as Christians as a place of spiritual opposition. This is where Satan's throne is and what they were doing, sacrificing, all these things. So the father of Ghislaine Maxwell, Robert Maxwell, owns all of our textbooks that we studied throughout our entire lives and named his company after Satan's throne. I mean, what a shocking coincidence and revelation that is, guys. He probably didn't know. For the people that are already awake in this reality, we know that school is the biggest scam there is. An indoctrination camp that very closely mimics a prison system. Teach you enough that you need to know to work the machines until you die. Never teaching you anything that really translates into real life. We all know that most of us actually learn from life experience, not from studying some nonsense and memorizing and writing it down. People don't learn like that, and they don't want you to know the real truth of this reality. This is absolute proof of this. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below, and don't forget to like, share, and follow for more hidden truth. Peace and love.
Breeding, anxiety, fear, sucking the souls of creativity and sovereignty and self-worth and all of what we are, our essence. In this prison, forced curriculum force standardized texting. I said texting. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3. That's all it is, right? Separation, division. Real-time warfare. Real-time warfare. Oh, we're shifting energies, right? We're shifting energies. What are you clinging on to? The crumbling. Take this in. I'm going to go. It's beautiful. I'm going to bring it in from the top. Oh, can't get my hand still because the wind's blowing. All right. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? What's not serving you? What belief system? The word lie. It's in the center of belief. What do you think you need to see to believe? Because that is a lie. Because it is the believing that creates the seeing as creator. In a coherent mind, in a safe space, your heart is healed. Your head is clear. The illusions have crumbled. The lies have crumbled. What's crumbling? Trust your path. Okay? If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? I would live my best freaking life as I was doing. Always have been doing every freaking step of this path to this doorway. Living my best life has always been the dream. Create when I want to create. Love. Laugh. Live. Land, food, and skills on this earth. That we have a contract with this earth. She has birthed us, the mother who has birthed us, her children. Whether you are an original child of Earth or you have incarnated here through lifetimes of soul contracts, you were born in a vessel, a body, a being on this planet, Earth. Yes, Matrix. There is an AI matrix, a dark spell, an illusion over the organic sentient being that is our mother that we live on. We were birthed through this vessel. A beautiful playground to explore life and be whoever you desire to be. Do what you love what you do, create what you want to create, stand up for what you want to stand up for. It's your right, it's your life. I like to walk rivers that have memories imprinted in my DNA of waters that I haven't touched in this lifetime, but my soul knows these waters. And I like to sit on the rocks, the familiar rocks that I remember, and watch my children play in nature and explore and make up games and learn and grow and travel and meet people and hug strangers and smile I have a life mission, manifesting 1,000,000 hearts. I just want to see that shift, that glimmer, that spark in someone's eyes when you know that something has just lit up within their heart, within their mind, that moment. I live for that moment when a soul comes online, the activation, and it just sends them down a different path that isn't as dark and blinded as the illusion of a path that they believed was all there is. One freaking spark, that's it. 1,000,000 hearts. What's your path? What's your spark, right? Go, what's on the other side of that door? Freedom's on the other side of mine. Sharing stories with strangers, having life experiences, watching my children grow and learn and have a love for life and a love for learning. So I'm in this prison, right? And we exist in parallel realities. Every single one of us, you, me, we are all one source soul. God's source, fragmented, having individual identities of selves with their own unique expression, right? And in my expression, I came here to learn how to find unconditional love. So forgiveness is part of it. Forgiving my abusers, forgiving it all, right? And I do. I forgive it all. But I see the energy. I see where people are at, and I see when hell is their choice of a reality. And the line has been drawn. The sword has I've put the line in the sand. I ride for the lights, and in that space I'm sealed and protected, right? But what's not on that side of the line, on the other side, choosing hell, stress, anxiety, fear, paranoia, control, manipulation, destruction, doing things to hurt people, and unconsciously acting from emotions, which are energy in motion, and holding on to that emotion and making a permanent reality in that space, albeit whatever it is, anger, rage, jealousy, victimization, shame, whatever it is, and not choosing to move that energy up and out and staying in it, choosing hell. Therefore, you cannot serve two masters. The Most High is not your God. Parallel realities, right? So I'm in my safe space, and over here on this side, it's fun. It's whimsical. We play Dungeons and Dragons mathematics games for homeschool. We have to build new chicken coop cages we have too many chickens, and they don't want to share spaces to lay eggs, and they're leaving eggs all over the yard, and every day is Easter because we're gathering eggs from hide spots unknown. How freaking fun is that, right? Parallel parenting. Right now I'm in a prison, I'm in a cage. Someone said to me yesterday that a friend explained to them that they used to look at life like always in a cage, and I'm in a cage with these monsters, I'm in a cage with these abusers, I'm in a cage with these. Frame it however you want to frame it for your world, but when you're in a situation that is forced for whatever reason, because you're in between moving from where you are to where you want to be, and you're in this moment, you have to be where you're at in this cage. If you shift the mindset from I'm in a cage with them to they're in a cage with me, you claiming your sovereignty, claiming your individual identity, just being the being that you came here to be, being you, inauthentically, just being in your power, in your truth. You are the dominant frequency, and they are in a cage with you. So they have to fucking figure themselves out. They have to either self-regulate. It's not your problem, right? You separate. You put boundaries up, which is in here, protect your energy, move your energy, journal it out, sing, dance, walk, play, laugh, do what you love. Just do what you love. Do what you love. What you perceive persists and grows, right? So don't focus on their reality. Focus on your reality. So in my world, I gotta do what I gotta do, but it's not gonna control my mindset. I'm enjoying my life. I will take every single day, one step at a time, right? Raise my vibration, shift my frequency, create what I came here to create. It is summertime. I'm doing summertime things, having a summertime reality. And on the other side of the shifts, it's fun. It's whimsical. It's magical. I teach the wisdom. I know the wisdom. So the safe space is created, right? It's created. It's built. I see the fly flying around, Val in his little flying bitches. But now the lessons can be taught. School is in session. I am your teacher in service. This is my gift to the collective. If it resonates, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. These videos, this is my service. This is my gift. This is my love. This is my heart. This is my wisdom. I speak for the Most High. Because I love the Most High. Because I love my life. Even in your prison. Even in your prison. I love my life. And it's magical. And I am your mystery school teacher. The High Priestess of Love. Empress Ocean. Formerly known as Candace. You can still call me Candace. It's Queen Mother. I am what I am. It is what it is. And this is Love Wins. And I love you. Have a blessed and beautiful reality.
So let me get this straight. We're supposed to send our children, our most precious gift, off at just the age of 5 to a government institution where they sit in a desk for 8 hours a day under flickering fluorescent lights, eating processed slop in a cafeteria while being taught fake history, forced to memorize useless facts, and punished for thinking differently. It's almost as if they aren't being taught to think, but are being trained to obey. Raise your hand to speak, stand in line, don't question the rules. That sounds a lot like another place, where inmates are locked in cells all day, told when they can eat, and silenced if they question authority. That other place is prison. And here's the uncomfortable truth. The Rockefellers, the same family that hijacked our medical system 100 years ago, also helped fund and shape our modern-day education system, not to empower our children, but to create obedient workers that serve the system without question. And don't just take my word for it. John D. Rockefeller said it himself. I don't want a nation of free thinkers. I want a nation of workers. So ask yourself, was the school system created for the benefit of our children or for the power and control of those who created it? I don't know. I'm just a conspiracy theorist.